Welcome to this book launch of this wonderful new addition to Pakistani children literature, written by our wonderful author Sania Chughtai. And I welcome you all on behalf of the Karachi Literature Festival and Oxford University Press to this session. So thank you for being here. And Sania, first of all, it's really exciting to see so many children in the audience. When you're launching a book for children, it's wonderful to have them here.
It is, yeah. They're very, very welcome over here. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आप सबको देख के यहाँ पे.
Okay, so the way I'd like to run this conversation is that I'd like to introduce you as the author to the audience, and I'll ask you some questions about your life. So, because we feel that the author's experiences inform their work, and the life they've led, the parents they've had, and I see parents in the audience and I see siblings in the audience, make you who you are and define the stories you write. So, why don't you tell us about your early life? I understand you grew up in a military home in the city a lot of time.
Firstly, thank you to everybody who's come over here as well. It's a pleasure to have you over here. To my family, friends, and new friends as well, and all the kids. जो मेरी स्टोरी टेलिंग की कहानी शुरू हुई है वो बेसिकली मेरे अब्बू से शुरू हुई है. हम जब छोटे थे तो अब्बू रात को कहानियाँ सुनाया करते थे. And it is my absolute privilege to actually have my father amongst us, just sitting in the front row, to be able to hear the story. And रात को we were supposed to sleep early, but अब्बू जो थे जब कहानी शुरू करते थे मेरा होता था कि आपने कहानी ख़त्म नहीं करनी. So my love of telling stories started from there. So I grew up in Karachi, and then as a young girl I moved abroad to Ireland, and वहाँ से then eventually I settled down in the Middle East.
Okay, so I think that's really interesting. You moved to Ireland. Your storytelling comes from early childhood experience with a parent, and the move to Ireland, and you made your life in this new country as a young Pakistani woman. So you had a Pakistani part of your life, and I think you spent substantial time in Ireland.
I did, nearly 20 years as well. Well, my kids were born and raised over there. I have my daughter, Elise. He has flown all the way from London to be part of this session.
Yeah.
So 20 years is a very long time. But मैं आपको बताऊं खुरम कि कुछ जगह ऐसी होती हैं जहाँ पे ना मिट्टी की खुशबू बहुत अच्छी होती है, जैसे हमारे मुल्क की है. And I remember कि जब मैंने आइलैंड में पहला कदम रखा था, when I took my first step, I just knew I was home. और वहाँ के जो लोग हैं उनकी जो दिल की धड़कन है हमारी धड़कन से बहुत मिलती है. So Ireland became a home, but I never forgot my roots.
So yeah, with permission of the Irish in the room, yes, it's a magical country with very special people, and I think an extremely proud storytelling tradition, which punches over its weight, and I think to live in that country, to smell that air, and to drink and breathe, I think that also contributed to your storytelling.
Yeah, so Ireland is very mythical, and it has very feminine energy. And as we all know, we have very famous writers, authors, and poets from there as well. So inevitably, if you are a storyteller, you become a bigger storyteller. And the word जैसे हम लोगों का है दास्तान को, in Irish it's called a shanachie, which is a very strong storytelling tradition in the interior of Ireland as well. So it has a very special feminine energy, heartbeat when it comes to writing.
So Sania, you went to Ireland as a young woman. You had children there. You created a new profession, or you pursued education in a new discipline, and you became an interior architect. So, and you did a very successful one. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
So one of the things about me is that I've always followed my heart. And what people perhaps don't know is that I've known Khurram since I was 9 years old. So we went to school together. So I could probably reverse the interview and ask him lots of questions over here. But my initial journey was pre-engineering, then I became an interior architect, and then eventually I went into edutainment, into emotional intelligence. But writing for me was accidental. I know I've always been a storyteller, लेकिन बच्चों की जो किताबें थी वो बच्चों की वजह से शुरू हुई थी. अक्सर ये होता था कि मैं बैठ के जब बच्चों को कहानियाँ सुनाती थी, the kids were like कि ये कहानियाँ असल हैं, and I was like they are. And one girl who was 6 years old at that stage, she said, can I read the book? And I love saying yes to everything. And I said to her, yes, you can read the book. 3 months later, I had my first book out. This is back in 2010, and I've never stopped writing. I think मेरे अंदर जो दास्तान गो था, एक storyteller था, it was awakened forever.
कितना ये खूबसूरत, how beautiful is this word, दास्तान गो. और उर्दू, शायद आपको उर्दू में भी लिखना चाहिए. दास्तान गोई का जो ट्रेडिशन है, जो इस मुल्क, इस मिट्टी का जो ट्रेडिशन है, बहुत पुराना है. And maybe you can become a bilingual author. Who knows where the future will lead us.
I would love that. I think कि हमारी जो language है उर्दू वो बहुत rich है. उसकी जो similarities not just with Irish language but with Arabic and other languages इतनी strong है कि एक तो आपको एहसास होता है कि आप कहाँ से आ रहे हो, और जो मिठास उर्दू language में है वो शायद ही किसी और language में होगी.
That's so true.
I would love to write in Urdu, inshallah, inshallah.
And we look forward to as your fans and readers of your books. So 2 stages of your life, 20 years roughly in Pakistan, and then 20 years in Ireland. Ireland gave you children, it gave you other stories in your life, and then you pivoted, and I love the word pivoted because you changed the direction, or in many ways you went from a builder of homes to a builder of narratives. So what was the inspiration? Like you said, it was your children. And how has that journey been? You've been writing for 15 years, I believe.
Jay. So do you know what, Khurram? I've actually been always drawn to children. I was a commercial interior architect, so I was building hotels. But अक्सर जो है, I would specialize in schools and hospitals. और एक rumor था इंडस्ट्री में कि अगर आपको कोई डिस्काउंट चाहिए है बच्चों की बिल्डिंग की तो सानी के पास चली जाओ, बिकॉज वो उसका पैशन है. इट स्टिल इज़. फॉर मी, आई एम ड्रॉन टू किड्स. So for me to naturally go and become an author for primary kids, which was originally जो मैंने शुरू की थी किताबें, जो मेरी पहले 12 किताबें हैं, वो माशाल्लाह 11 years younger की हैं, and this is my 13th किताब, लेकिन ये मेरी पहली young adult किताब है. So I've always been drawn to kids to come back to your question.
So before we come to that, what intrigues me about your journey as an author, बच्चों की किताबें लिखने वाले मुसन्निफ़ा, कि you made your life outside Pakistan, and if I'm not mistaken, your first 12 books were set outside Pakistan, inspired by the landscape of the Middle East and the stories, and the Middle East has an extremely rich storytelling tradition and an oral storytelling tradition. And then something changed. You said, I'm now a diaspora, and I am going to write a story which is set in Pakistan. I'm going to write for older children. So the protagonist of The Rise of the Energy Warrior is 12 years old, and we can debate if there are 2 protagonists. There is, of course, Marni Khan, who's the energy warrior, and Marni Khan of the ancient Silk Route, and then there's a snow leopard, the energy animal. So what changed? What changed for you that you said, I'm going to write for an older child or children, and I'm going to set my story in Pakistan?
This is one of my favorite questions, Khurram. मैं बताऊँ?
The secondary audience. And I think it's a book introducing Pakistan to the world. So which one is it?
It's all of that, Param. It's
Okay.
all of that. I think you can rediscover a country through many different perspectives. And you're right, जैसे अगर कोई foreigner आता है and they want to learn something about Pakistan, it could be a simple thing कि आपके अगर ये रिक्शा हैं, buses पे truck art क्यों है, उसका क्या मायने है, you know, and you tend to get into that research to give that answer as well. But also हमारे लिए भी rediscovery. I rediscovered Pakistan through showing my country to my husband as well. But जो बाहर के बच्चे हैं, I think उनके लिए बहुत important है कि उनको पता चले कि वो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं. ठीक है, आप दूसरे कंट्री जाते हैं, जैसे मैं भी माइग्रेट कर गई थी, लेकिन आपकी जो रूट्स हैं वो बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है. हर दरख्त की जितनी रूट गहरी होगी, आपकी पहचान, आपका जो कैरेक्टर है वो उतना ज़्यादा मजबूत होगा. और बच्चों को इस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है. वो जो बाउंड्रीज है रूट्स की, बहुत बहुत ज़रूरी है. सो दिस इज़ अ टूरिस्ट बुक. वो इसमें एक दो चीज़ें बड़ी स्पेशल हैं कि मानी खान जब वो सिल्क रूट पे जाती है तो जहाँ जाती है, शी हैज़ KPK गिलगित बल्तिस्तान में जो भी कुजीन है वो खाती है. तो मुझे बहुत से लोगों ने, जो मेरी पब्लिशिंग टीम ने कहा कि आप रेसिपीज़ मत डालें बुक के अंदर, और मैंने क्या किया, आई पुट रेसिपीज़ इन द बुक. तो मैंने कहानी के बीच में नहीं, लेकिन मैंने कहानी के बाद में आई गॉट रेसिपीज़ इंक्लूडिंग के जैसे पेशावरी चप्पल है कैसे बनानी है.
बिल्कुल.
उसके बाद फिर एक चेक लिस्ट है एंड में कि अगर आप KPK जा रहे हो, आपने हुंजा जाना है, शांदूर फेस्टिवल जाना है, आपने वहाँ पे क्या क्या खाना है, कहाँ का आप शॉपिंग कर सकते हो. सो इट्स अ वेरी इमर्सिव इंटरेक्टिव बुक. तो कहानी पढ़ने के बाद यू कैन टेक दैट बुक एंड यू कैन ट्रैवल टू KPK गिलगित बल्तिस्तान. और क्योंकि ये पहली किताब है इन द राइज ऑफ द एनर्जी वॉरियर्स, सो इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट कि बाकी जो 4 किताबें उसके बारे में बताऊँ कि दूसरी वाली जो है वो आपके पंजाब में होगी, तीसरी वाली सिंध में होगी, चौथी जो है वो बलोचिस्तान में होगी. तो फिर मिलके 5वीं किताब जो है दे ऑब्वियसली गोना फाइट. आई डोंट नो दियो होगा जिन होगा, बट वी विल फाइंड आउट.
That is so interesting. So you've, I mean, the marketeer in me is bowing down in awe because you've picked up a very large cohort and you've made it relevant for both the tweens in this country and the tweens of children all over the world in some ways, and it's very interesting. And then जिस तरह आप प्रोजेक्ट कर रही हैं पाकिस्तानी कल्चर को, the food, the hospitality that this land offers, and just starting with this, I think it's a piece of heaven in this country, Gilgit Baltistan. It's so inspiring to go there, and I'm sure a bit maybe some travel in that part of the country inspired you.
So Marni Khan जो है, I have been to Saif al-Muluk and Swat Naran Khan. हम जो छोटे थे अबू लेके जाया करते थे. He used to say कि सिर्फ बाहर की दुनिया यूरोप की नहीं देखना, अपना पाकिस्तान भी देखना है.
Of course.
And I was lucky enough to see Pakistan when it was untouched. It was very raw. कि जब आप सड़क पर जाते थे तो दिल आपके हाथ में होता था कि आप ना किसी तरह नीचे ना आपकी गाड़ी गिर जाए. You know, it was very very raw. मानी खान जो इंस्पिरेशन उसकी वजह से है, बट ऑल्सो मैं आपको बताऊं कि आपको पता है हमारे जो आजकल पॉलिटिकल हालात हैं पिछले 10 साल से, एंड फॉर मी Imran Khan has been an inspiration as well, not because of the human being, but his aspiration that he had stood fast in his love for this country, right? और मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं कि मैं जब आती थी पाकिस्तान, मैंने कई दफ़ा जिक्र किया है, जब मैं पाकिस्तान आती थी तो सड़क पे गंद नज़र आता था. आपको स्कूल जाते थे तो आपको नज़र आता कि एजुकेशन की ज़रूरत है. तो मैं सोचती कि ठीक है गंद की सफाई कर दें, जो छोटा मोटा आप काम कर सकते हैं करें. तो लास्ट टाइम जब मैं आई थी तो मैंने कहा किस तरह का आदमी है कि इसको इस गन में भी हीरा ही नज़र आता है, इस गन में इसको खुशबू नज़र आती है पाकिस्तान की. तो आप सोचो कि मेरी बिल्कुल ही कंप्लीट आउटलुक चेंज हो गई, पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज हो गया. मैंने कहा इस मिट्टी में, इस गन में मेरी मिट्टी की खुशबू है, और ये कहानी मेरी ही मिट्टी से शुरू होगी, और ये कहानी ये पाकिस्तान से शुरू होगी. मैं आपको बताऊं खुरम कि इतनी डिस्कशन होती थी, सब कहते थे कि नहीं अब यहाँ पे नहीं, आप न्यूयॉर्क में लॉन्च कर दो, न्यूयॉर्क बेस्ट सेलर बन जाएगी, आप लंदन में लॉन्च कर दो. बहुत मौके आए और सुनने को तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि आपकी बुक बाहर हो रही है, लेकिन इस बुक की, मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रही हूँ, इस बुक की मिट्टी, इस बुक की धड़कन पाकिस्तान में थी और पाकिस्तान से ही शुरू होनी थी.
So interesting, so interesting. You've in some ways preempted my next question. But as an author, I'd like to ask you, is art political for you, Sania Chughtai?
Is art political for me? Well, what is politics, you know? Um, if you mean that I have a voice as to how I feel about my land, then I would say yes, art is political.
For the audience, I'd like to share कि मारनी एक एनाग्राम है, इसको आप उल्टा करें तो एक नाम बनता है जो हमारा कुछ लोग कहते हैं प्रिजनर ऑफ कॉन्शियंस
जी।
है, हमारा सबसे मशहूर आवर मोस्ट फेमस प्रिजनर, एंड so it is a political act.
Well, so
Your art is political, Tanya.
it is. जी, Mani, it's a lovely story as well. When I come up with characters, usually जो है मैं खुद से सोचती हूँ, मैं उर्दू के जो लफ्ज़ हैं, English के mix करके I come up with a word. But Mani में I was kind of stuck. तो जो मेरे जो husband हैं, he said to me कि why don't you make Imran an anagram and make Mani Khan?
How
and
interesting.
it's stuck. It stuck with me. So Mani Khan, I have to give full credit where it is
Yeah.
due. It was a creation. The name itself was a
Yeah,
creation
but
of my
there's
husband.
more politics in your book, if I dare say. The politics of feminism. Your first hero is a woman. It's a young woman. What do you say about that? What about that choice? Marnie could have been a boy.
मैं आपको बताऊं, सोसाइटी में दोनों लड़के लड़कियां होते हैं, ठीक है, जहाँ पे लड़कों के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि उनके एक हीरोज़ हों, दे लुक अप टू इट. हमारे पास बहुत है, बाहर के मुल्क में देखो सुपरमैन, स्पाइडरमैन. पाकिस्तान में लड़कियों के लिए भी हीरोज़ की बहुत ज़रूरत है.
बिल्कुल.
एंड मानी खान इज़ समबडी दैट द गर्ल्स कैन लुक अप टू, बिकॉज वो 12 साल की लड़की है, उसमें बहुत से फियर्स हैं. वो उसकी शी इज़ एन ऑर्फन, अपनी नाना के साथ रहती है डियर फॉरेस्ट में, एंड सो शी हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ एंग्जाइटी, a lot of questions that are unanswered as well. So हमारे मुल्क में आप दोनों के लिए, लड़कों के लिए भी चाहिए होती है, लड़कियों के लिए भी. Just happens कि पहली किताब में, which was very dear to me, हमारी जो
So it was not. I am convinced it was a deliberate choice to make the first energy warrior female. But I'll leave that to you.
I think I just followed my heart, honestly.
Okay.
जो दिल में बात आती है, because जो दूसरी वाली book है, that is Afan Shah and the Five
There
Rivers,
you
right?
go.
So obviously
There you
Punjab
go.
की.
There you go.
So he actually is an orphan as well, but from the slums. So
Wow.
you have.
So there's politics woven into that character.
If you want to
also.
say that.
I would say that. I would say that. आपने चूज किया पाकिस्तान में इस किताब को लॉन्च करने के लिए.
जी.
इससे पहले आपकी 12 किताबें, 12 books you've launched in a country other than Pakistan, and they are set in other countries. And like you said, you had many offers to launch it in global capitals. So isn't that choice also political? Because हम अपने बच्चों को pride of land सिखाना चाहते हैं. I would like to build those values in my own children. So is this a rock you're throwing against colonial hangover? Would you say that?
I think inevitably that conversation was bound to happen, and I would say yes, maybe it is. It is
How
a
interesting.
reversal of the whole thing. मैं बताऊं कि
Because your hero is Pakistani.
my hero is Pakistan. मैं
And it's a
बताऊं
Pakistani 12-year-old girl.
जी, मैं बताऊं खुनम क्या हुआ है पिछले 10 साल में. एक जो पाकिस्तानी आइडेंटिटी है ना, वो इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग हो गई हुई है कि यू कैन नॉट हेल्प बट नो हु यू आर एज अ पाकिस्तानी. सो मेरे लिए जब ये डिस्कशन होती थी, देयर वाज नॉट इवन 1% ऑफ मी दैट कहती थी न्यूयॉर्क लॉन्च कर दो, लंदन लॉन्च कर दो, दुबई में. मैं वहाँ पे खड़ी होती थी और ठीक ठाक आर्ग्यूमेंट्स होती थी, और मेरी ये ज़िद नहीं थी. मेरा एक ये मोहब्बत था पाकिस्तान के साथ कि ये हम लोग इतने डाइवर्स लोग हैं, हमारा मुल्क इतना खूबसूरत है, और हमारे यहाँ इतनी चीज़ें जो डिस्कवर नहीं हुई हुई, क्यों ना हम इसको यहाँ पे स्पॉटलाइट दें एट अ इंटरनेशनल ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म.
Beautiful and
So this book is for you and me and for Pakistan.
okay. So I mean, you've touched so many themes, and it's so exciting. Environment is political now. I mean, climate change, environment, endangered animals, feminism, post-colonialism, really large things, and you've brought them into a story for 12-year-old children. So very interesting choices. What are the values of Marnie? I understand your process. You character sketch them, and you think about it. And your earlier 12 books have been educating children about values and with a lot of intentionality. So what are the values जो आप एक 12 साल के बच्चे या उस उम्र के 10 से 15 साल, 10 से 14 साल के बच्चों में को कम्युनिकेट करना चाहती हैं? एज अ पेरेंट, what message would you give to other parents who
जी.
are going to go to a bookshop and choose a book for their child.
जी.
What does this book tell their child?
देखो खुरम, इस वक्त दुनिया में बहुत से different topics हैं. There's lots of other books that are coming for this age group as well. लेकिन इस किताब के अंदर जैसे अगर कोई characters बात करें आपस में, you'd hear the word सलाम बाबा. Then you'd hear के पश्तो में कुछ लफ्ज़ आए हुए हैं. फिर शुक्रिया का लफ्ज़ आएगा, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़, खुदा हाफ़िज़, इस तरह के. I think ये बहुत ज़रूरी है आजकल की दुनिया के लिए और हमारी फ्यूचर नस्लों के लिए कि उनको एक ऐसी किताब मिले जो इतनी क्लीन है, जो हमारे मॉरल्स और वैल्यूज़ पे बनी हुई है. रिस्पेक्ट फॉर एल्डर्स, टीम वर्क, अगर आपको एंग्जाइटी या गुस्सा आता है कैसे आपको उसको हैंडल करना है. तो दुनिया को एक ऑप्शन मिलनी चाहिए जहाँ पे पेरेंट्स को तसल्ली हो कि व्हेन दे रीडिंग दिस बुक इट इज़ टू आवर वैल्यूज़ एंड उसके अंदर कोई ऐसी चीज़ नहीं है जो उनको पढ़ के सेंसरशिप करनी पड़े. आई थिंक ये बहुत ज़रूरी है बच्चों के लिए.
That is so reassuring, Sania. And to the parents in this audience, I think it's heartening that we have a book that weaves in these values without being preachy, and that is so exciting. Respect for elders, greetings. I mean, these values are receding. ये digital media, what it's doing to children, what COVID did to children, the ability to communicate, teamwork, anxiety, the post-COVID world, and the children who have grown up in the post-COVID world. These are very challenging themes, and yeah, that sounds really interesting. So Sania, Pakistani Harry Potter, is that where you're headed?
मैं बताऊं, one shouldn't compare or copy and paste. I stand in my own right. And इसका पाकिस्तानी फ्लेवर है इस बुक के अंदर. हैरी पॉटर के अंदर कोई पाकिस्तानी फ्लेवर नहीं है. तो genre सेम हो सकता है but बिल्कुल अलग है. I would like to be just known as Sania, who just loves her country and is writing for her country.
What's your favorite recipe in the book?
चने की दाल.
Chane ki dal.
I love this. Tips over there. My best meal ever is dal chawal with a bit of raita and achar, and I'm a very happy girl.
Okay. What's your favorite part of this book and the story?
Oh, that's a good one. I think my favorite part is where Marni Khan has to face her worst fears as well, and it could be in the shape of obstacles, whether it's landscape, yeah, actually she is in front of jinn, dio, and even paris as well. There are certain places जहाँ पे she is bewildered कि ये परी इस तरह क्यों behave कर रही है. But there's a lot of mythical creatures इस book के अंदर. जैसे मैं कहा था, don't forget कि this is also a revival of folklore as well. How many of the people in Pakistan knew that we had water dragons in our history, in our folklore? And
This is Huzaifa of Huz Story.
Huzaifa Huz Story, yeah. So that's one person you introduced me to as well, Khurram, so I have to give you credit for that.
Thank you.
And he brought a lot of historical creatures to my realm as well.
Yeah.
And it was a kind of a black hole where I did not want to come out of. इतने creatures हैं, इतनी हमारी past जो stories हैं, they're so rich.
So, folks, we've got mythology. So we generally, it's not really well known, but Pakistan has a rich tradition of mythology, and एक बहुत sterling काम, बहुत उम्दा काम इस mythology, इस जो ज़्यादातर oral tradition में exist करती है, उसको curate करके, capture करके कर रहे हैं हुज़ैफा. उनका Instagram handle है Huz Stories, and for those of you who are interested in mythology, he is doing a very impressive job. And so Sania, I think I'm done with my questions, and I think we should open this for questions to the audience.
Do you want me to read a bit from the book, or
I'd
afterwards?
like you to end on that.
Okay, all right, okay.
So open for questions. It's a small audience. If we want a mic, we can pass on a mic. Are there any questions for Sania about Marni, about?
We have one over here.
जी बिल्कुल.
इसकी जो किताबें हैं जो पढ़ते रहे हैं, जो एज अ फादर मैं देखता हूँ, जो कि आप लोगों ने बात की है, लेकिन उसको बताया है कि वो सच बोलता है हर वक्त. तो ये वैल्यू जो है ये इनग्रेन होगी जो बच्चे पढ़ते हैं
बिल्कुल।
बच्चे तक ये आएगा कि इस तरह इस सिचुएशन में इस तरह एक्ट करना है।
राइट।
तो इसको आपने थोड़ा सा हाईलाइट किया था, लेकिन दिस इज देयर हिडन इन आवर बुक्स व्हिच इज मुझे इस बात का बहुत एज अ पेरेंट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी कि ये बच्चे
Okay.
ये चीज़ हो।
Thank you for your comment, sir. We have a question, maybe a couple of questions at the back. Yes. I think let's start with that girl right at the back. She's standing. ये माइक उनको जाके दें प्लीज, बिल्कुल पीछे.
How would you briefly describe the character of Marnie for kids?
So Mani Khan owns to her. She is thrown into this mystery when she discovers a letter from her mom. And that starts her journey, not just a journey on the Silk Route, but her emotional journey as well, where she tends to learn a lot about herself by going and traveling on the Silk Route. You're very welcome.
Yeah, we've got a question there. First her and then the girl in pink, please.
Assalamualaikum.
Jai.
And also one of the presidents of the Students' Council of ICG, same as you.
Thank you.
Right now,
Thanks
I'm
for
the
coming.
principal of school, the O&A level school at DHA Phase 8. So I was just wondering, would you like to do some storytelling session for our students?
I would love to.
My students
So I think we'll do that.
I just want to acknowledge the fact that she's come
Okay.
ICG, because my college was in ICG, and there's a couple of us presidents. So lovely to meet you, Salah.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Question for the girl in pink right in front of her. Yes.
Hi. So I don't really have a question. I just want to make a comment. So मेरा पूरा बचपन कहानियाँ पढ़ने और उससे related है। और फोटो की बात करें, कोई काफ था या बलिस्तान की परियां थी, तो मैं हमेशा से ये समझती थी कि वो बहुत रियलिटी से दूर कहानियाँ होती थी, जो बच्चों को हकीकत से दूर एक अफसाने दुनिया में ले जाती थी और इनसे सीखने को बहुत कुछ नहीं मिलता है। आपकी किताब के बारे में मुझे पहले पता नहीं था, बट नाउ आई फील लाइक दैट इस जनरेशन के लिए इसमें ऐसी चीज़ें हैं जो आपने एंजाइटी की बात की, आपने टीम वर्क की बात की, आपने उसके खौफ से लड़ने की बात की, तो आई वुड जस्ट गिव अ हेड्स अप टू यू कि आप इसको लिखती रहें। और अब अगर हम फोकलोर की तरफ जा रहे हैं, हम अगर रियलिटी से दूर जा रहे हैं एक फिक्शनल वर्ल्ड में भी, तो उसमें भी हमारे पास अब बच्चों के लिए ऐसी चीज़ मौजूद होगी कि वो फिक्शन को पढ़ के भी रियलिटी में बहुत कुछ सीख सकते। तो थैंक यू सो मच।
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. That's
Thank you.
beautiful. Thank you.
So we've got a question here, please. On the left. Okay, first.
Don't give him the mic. Oh, Assalamualaikum.
I am Sunny's uncle, और मैंने इनकी सारी बुक्स पढ़ी, and congratulations for this.
Thank you.
Pakistan is an ancient Silk Route. मैं चाहूँगा कि इसको उर्दू में दिया करें कि ट्रांसलेशन है तो बहुत मज़ा आएगा। और दूसरी ख्वाहिश मेरी ये है कि इस टाइम इन दिस हॉस्पिटल हमारे यहाँ बच्चे हैं जो कैंसर वाले, कैंसर पेशेंट्स, उनको एक स्टोरी टेलिंग मैं आपको राइट करना चाहूँगा कि आप आए।
I would love to. I would absolutely love you. Thank you so much for that. Would love to.
Thank you.
We've got a question on the left, gentleman. Yeah, thank you.
Don't give him the mic, please. I know this gentleman.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you so
on,
much.
writing this. So I have got two questions. My name is Fahad, by the way. First is, I know that you have got amazing parents, amazing husband and children, but how do you find that inspiration? What time do you sit down and write? I mean, is it coffee, tea? What inspires you to write so good? Because, you know, like normal people like us, we don't understand how you can write such epic story writing. We need to understand how your brain works, you know, in some form, so we
Okay.
can also do that.
And what's the second question?
The second question is that this Silk Route, it has got a lot of history and a lot of, so where did you do all your research and how did you find out what things to write in this?
Okay, thank you. So two questions.
Yeah.
Where do you find the time? What inspires you? Is it what fuels you? Is it tea or coffee? And I think the third one, how do you do your research? He wants all your secrets in one go.
I know he does, yeah. What was the first question about my inspiration?
No,
right?
where do you find the time? When do you find the time?
When do I find the time? For me, firstly, I don't think you need to understand me. मेरा जो दिमाग से काम करता है, आप लोग बिल्कुल पागल हो जाओगे. But I have a lot of imagination. मेरे अंदर कूट के imagination घुसी हुई है. And what happens is that I could get inspired by nature, it could be a flower, it could be a word that somebody says to me, it could be an elder that's giving me a blessing, it could be a conversation in a business meeting as well. But once that inspiration turns into imagination, then I cannot stop it. और जो मेरी बुक्स हैं जब मैं लिखना शुरू करती हूँ आई हैव टू राइट इट नाउ बाद में आई लुक लाइक वन ऑफ द जिन्स इन माई कैरेक्टर्स बिकॉज 3 दिन से मैं सो नहीं रही होती हूँ खा नहीं रही होती हूँ बट आई हैव टू पेन इट डाउन बट इट्स यूजली लाइक अ मूवी इन माई हेड और मेरे लिए जो किताब है वो एक स्क्रिप्ट बन जाती है तो आप देखोगे अ लॉट ऑफ द टाइम्स जो मेरे ट्रेलर्स निकल रहे होंगे जो बुक्स निकल रही होंगी इट साउंड्स लाइक जैसे मैं मूवी लिख रही हूँ बट इट्स द इमेजिनेशन आई हैव कूट कूट के भरी हुई इमेजिनेशन जो आई थिंक सारे बच्चों की है आप 4 साल से पूछो अपने बच्चों ने होमवर्क क्यों नहीं किया हुआ द इमेजिनेशन विल पॉप अप दैट्स माई मैजिकल वर्ड इमेजिनेशन The other question, what was the other question?
What fuels you in terms of tea, coffee? Is there something?
What fuels me? I tell you what, life. I am just high on life. I am just so grateful कि आज ये ज़िंदगी मिली हुई है. Not everybody can say they've lived this long. You know, आप 4 साल 5 साल. I am just so blessed कि आज का दिन मिला हुआ है. And if I pass away, I will die very happy as well. So I'm just high on life.
Okay.
And my research, right?
And your research, yeah. Where did you research the Silk Route?
Research पाकिस्तान के लिए was very easy because बुज़ुर्गों के साथ फिर आपका Google भी है but यहाँ पे बहुत सी किताबें भी हैं so it was जहाँ से मिल सकती थी कुछ हुज स्टोरी जो खुरम ने भी जिक्र किया था जो मुझे मिलता था I would sit and have a conversation with them जो मुझे किताब मिलती थी I would sit and read that book.
Okay, we just hold on. We have a question here and then here. Yes. अपना नाम बेटा please बताएं, अपनी age भी बताएं. Please stand up.
My name is Alexander and my age is 12 years old.
Yes.
I would like if you explain about Silk Road.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Of course, excellent question.
First, Alexandra, lovely to have you over here. And you're the same age as Moni, 12 years old. So you're the perfect age group for this book. Because Silk Route जो है, it is very, very key to our history as well. And उस Silk Route पे we would have trade going to China, Russia. हमारे यहाँ पे जो मसाले हैं, जो हमारा जो fabric है, जो हमारा silk है, उस route के ऊपर जाता था. So आसान लफ्ज़ों में अगर वो Silk Route नहीं होती तो हमारी दुनिया उधर नहीं जाती और बाहर की दुनिया हमारे यहाँ पे नहीं आती. So it's very, very key to our history.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, we have a question in the second row.
Hello. So my question is, I've known you for, well, my whole entire life, and you are the most confident person that I know. So I want to know what is your piece of advice or a piece of advice that you've been given that you could give to young kids that are dealing with the realities of the world and fears and anxiety?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, it's a very good question and it has lots of layers. But my simple answer to that is, well, किस चीज़ का डर है? I mean, we all know कि ये ज़िंदगी हमारे लिए एक इम्तिहान है. हम लोगों ने पैदा भी होना है, हम लोगों ने मरना भी है. There's life and death as well. ये ज़िंदगी खौफ के बगैर जियो और रच के जियो. This life is a gift, literally a gift for you as well. Do not fear anything. If you have something in your heart, follow your heart. And if you do have fear, let it go. I always say कि आपकी जो dream होती है, make that dream a building and jump from the building. दुनिया आपको खुद ही wings दे देगी. अगर आप उस edge पे खड़े होकर सोचना शुरू करोगे कि मैं इस building पे jump करूँ या ना करूँ, the fear, anxiety will start kicking in. Just have faith in Allah if you believe whatever that you believe in, and just take the leap of faith. That's all it is. If you have faith, you don't have to have fear.
And we have a guest from Ireland and a lot of inspiration there. So.
Hello, I'm your husband.
Can I just say that, so I used to be Khurram's boss friend, but his new boss friend is Brendan McKittrick now.
We're united in the pain of knowing. So, Khurram, thank you. It was a beautiful interview. It was Lajawab.
Very
Sonia,
kind.
just a question. I obviously haven't thought this through, but just came to me when I was listening to your interview. Since the day I've met you, you've never stopped believing in Pakistan. Through the darkest hours, the darkest days, you know, the greatest days, you never stopped. We were often in company with people who had very dour opinions, and you would lift them up with this huge optimism that I've never seen one day in your life when you said anything negative about your country. it's a beautiful, and that's how I fell in love with Pakistan, through your vision of the country. Where does that, what's the nuclear reactor at the center that keeps that going all the time?
All I have to do is look around me, Brendan. I have my parents, my friends, my elders, my aunties, and my loved ones over here as well. There's beauty in them, there's beauty in the land. And I don't have to look far to know that this country is not destined for good, but there's such grace and pride in this land. So
Beautiful.
that's where it's coming from.
Okay, we have a question, lady in blue in the sixth row. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I'm Fahmida auntie for her, maybe she doesn't know me.
I do,
But,
Assalamu alaikum, auntie.
And congratulations first.
Thank you so
to
much.
you and your proud parents, mashallah. Acha, I just wanted to ask, because I have not read your book,
Ji.
but my curiosity is, why did you pick up a character all the way from KP, wherein you were born and brought up here in Pakistan, and you lived in Karachi most of your life?
Ji.
So
Okay.
Karachi you know so well, and KP you went all that way. So did you have to travel a lot, or did you do all your? I know, just told us you have got a very beautiful, vivid imagination, and you can put things all into words once you imagined something. So I'm just curious that why not Karachi, or Lahore for that matter, or Islamabad you have lived, and KP, that area, that
So you're
environment.
very interesting, very
So,
interesting,
yeah.
very interesting.
Please,
A landscape
better.
that you've not lived.
Ji.
You chose a new landscape.
Jay, I think it comes, that's a very challenging question for me as well, because it's one of those things where you do it without realizing why you're doing it as well. So it's put spotlight on me. I think for me, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि ये series है, 5 किताबें हैं, so I kind of had mapped it out कि ऊपर से लेके मैं नीचे आऊँगी and मैं वापस जाऊँगी. That was the natural way of developing the whole series for me. Because मेरे पहले जो है character develop होता है, उसके बाद जब कहानी होती है, I love mapping it in whatever landscape that I am writing in. तो मेरे लिए जो जर्नी थी वो केपी से शुरू होके, because I know exactly कि जो 5th book है वो कहाँ पे end होगी. So I've done a full circle. I wish it was deeper than that, but it was basically just mapping it in my head how the story is going to flow, the series is going to flow.
Thank you. Are there any further questions? Okay, we have one here and then one there. ये पहले इधर देते हैं. So, sir, I request you to ask the question because we are running out of time and not make a comment. No comments, please.
No comment. A comment has to be there.
No. The question, sir.
Book I have not read.
Okay, but you can ask a question.
Excellent book.
Yeah, thank you.
I love North KP. The question is that in North, what special thing you have stressed in this book? I have not read the book yet.
Ji.
Yeah, it's
Anything
actually-
special you have stressed on it?
There's a couple.
I've been several times there. I just
Okay.
want to know your opinion, and I must congratulate your parents and your proud husband.
Thank you. I think the main thing that I actually stressed, जहाँ पे जो main fight sequence है, is the sacred rocks of Hunza. एक वो फिर शांदुर festival जहाँ पे होता है, we actually have yak polo in the book as well. So those two things, अक्सर जो है पाकिस्तानीज़ को पता नहीं होता, so I would stress that's quite key for me in that region. And thank you.
Okay, so the last question, and I hope it's a question.
Yeah, it is. So I'm really intrigued by your choice of the power that you have chosen in this book as an energy warrior.
Ji.
What was your thought process in choosing this particular terminology for, like, the setting, जो आपकी जो दास्तान है उसके अंदर apparently they're all energy warriors जो कि कुछ कर रहे हैं. Does it have to do with the energies of like positivity, negativity, evil, goodness? Like, how did you come up with this term?
So that's actually very key to the whole series. Marnie के जो power है, that energy power जो है, it's pulse power. She can manipulate the heartbeats. She can slow it down and she can sense. She's learning how to recognize कि ये evil energy है या evil energy नहीं है. So हर heartbeat के बीच में एक लम्हा भी होता है. तो उस लम्हे को रिकग्नाइज करना कि उस लम्हे में कि जो नेक्स्ट बीट होगी वो सच्ची होगी या वो ईवल होगी. ना शी डजंट नो दिस. वो खाली 12 साल की है, तो जर्नी में वो डेवलप करती है. उसके बाद जो अफान शाह है, फिर जब सिम पे आएंगे तो यू हैव हाइफल एनर्जी, आपकी रूट्स की एनर्जी, उसके बाद आपकी एक्वा एनर्जी. सो आपके जैसे मार्वल कॉमिक्स में सुपर हीरोज होते हैं, हमारे भी इस तरह के सुपर हीरोज निकलेंगे. बलोचिस्तान से आपकी प्रिज्मेटिक एनर्जी पावर होगी उसकी. सो दिस इज़ वेरी की. और जब तक उसको एनर्जी एनिमल नहीं मिलता तो उसकी पावर पूरी तरह से डेवलप नहीं होती. जोरावर जो स्नो लेपर्ड है वो बेसिकली उसका एनर्जी एनिमल है. सो व्हेन दे गेट टुगेदर, दिस इज़ द राइज ऑफ द एनर्जी वॉरियर्स फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान. एंड मानी खान इज़ द फर्स्ट फीमेल पाकिस्तानी एनर्जी वॉरियर.
This is amazing.
It's a political book in many ways. It talks about themes like feminism, post-colonial hangover, energy,
नहीं दूसरी वाली अफान शाह की.
and our most famous prisoner. So, can I get a mic, please? Okay. I think we're done with questions, and I'm sure you have many more, and a lot of thank yous and a lot of well dones. But I need to take it to the next session, to the next bit of this talk. And thank you for being such a good audience and asking such perceptive questions. And I hope you buy the book for yourself and your kid.
Yeah, definitely.
And without further ado, I'd request Sania to do a short reading from her favorite part of this book. Over to you, Sania.
Thank you, Khurram, and thank you so much for being such an amazing audience as well. Okay, so this book, this part of the book is my favorite because this is when she faces her worst fears and the worst among the land in KPK that comes in front of her in the shape of a monster. Irha Pari watched every line I made, and when I finished, she moved the board toward her. Chandragupta, she explained. It is an inscription from the times of Chandragupta. It is thought he lived around 419 AD and marched through Punjab. What does all this mean, I asked. I think it means that one of the pieces of the dhal is pulsating in the Punjab region. There was a silence as we all absorbed this new information. Punjab, I repeated. We were told that the other 3 pieces were spread out around the country. But what does it mean when you say that the piece is pulsating? Is there a clue out there, like the silk cloth that has a heartbeat to it? I think I've picked the wrong page, Khurram. I need to look for the charade. Just give me 2 seconds.
Of course. Take your time. It's your
so-
day, it's your book. It's the Pakistan launch of your book.
I know. Do you know what it is? Somebody took out this bookmark that I have, and I
Very
had
special.
to. It's a very special bookmark. Yes, it is. Okay, so just give me 2 seconds. Okay, here we go. Actually, no, it was the right phrase. Sorry, my apologies. Okay. Yes, in each province, Irha Pari, there is something else as well, I told her, about the yak that had turned into the gold stone. Do you still have that stone? She asked me. Yes. May I have a look at it? I took out the engraved gold stone and gave it to her. As soon as she saw it, she uttered, "It can't be, can it?" She looked at me and stared. "What is it?" I asked, confused. "It is still not midnight," she said, looking out the window. "Quick, come with me. The rest of you stay here." I looked at Zorawar and Muskie. We will be okay, Marnie. Go, Muskie said, and his mouth full of apricots. I nodded and followed Irha Pari from the room. Finally, she stopped in front of a room opening. "You have to go alone from here," she said, and watch me as I moved toward the entrance. I turned to look at the opening again. There was a soft glow coming out of the room. "Marnie!" I turned sharply. "Marnie!" My heart skipped a beat. I knew that voice so well. "Nana?" "Marnie, I need you," Nana said. His voice came closer from another corner of the corridor. I took a few steps toward the faint sound. "Marnie, I need you," Nana repeated, this time with more urgency. I picked up my pace and ran toward the voice. I reached the end of the corridor, but there was nothing, just solid walls all around. "Nana, where are you? Nana?" I had barely finished speaking when a door started to form right in front of me. A dark walnut door burnt at the edges in stark contrast to the white walls. I grabbed the old rusted brass knob and paused, glancing behind me. Something felt off. This door seemed completely out of place. Was I imagining Nana's voice? I had missed him so much lately. Hurry, Marnie! This time, the voice was crystal clear. It was Nana. Without hesitation, I turned the knob, pushed the door open, and stepped inside. I could hear my heart pounding loudly. I pressed a hand to my chest, trying to calm my nerves as I looked around. I was standing in the middle of a very dark, dense forest. The trunks of the massive trees were twisted and gnarled, casting eerie shadows. Marnie, here! I ran toward Nana's voice, which came from behind a thick trunk. As I ran, I couldn't shake the feeling of dread creeping upon me. Fear clawed at the edges of my mind, and I tried to reassure myself. If there was an evil spirit or jinn around, I would hear their heartbeat or smell their revolting stench. I gasped as I saw Nana trapped against the tree trunk, entangled in thick branches. I rushed to him and tugged at the branches, but they were too thick and strong. Hang on, I said, pulling harder, but the branches wouldn't budge. I pulled out my white staff and wedged it between the branches, putting all my weight on it. Oh, I grunted. Come on, break. Snap. One of the larger branches broke and I tumbled backwards, landing hard on my back. Marnie, this branch looks weak. Maybe you can pull me out now. I nodded, getting to my feet and grabbing his hand. A strange, unsettling feeling washed over me as I stared at Nana. Who are you? Marnie, I am your Nana. Prove it. How would you like me to prove it? Before I could respond, he continued. I know you've been searching for answers about your mama all your life. My heart raced. I know she wrote you that letter telling you to find Inha Puri. I let out a sharp gasp. How does he know this? There, see? The branch was weak after all, he said, changing the topic. Well, he had to be Nana. How else would he know about Mama's letter? I pulled back slightly, a sense of unease creeping in that I couldn't explain. So obviously there was a lot of dread in her when she was looking at this person who she thought was Nana. I don't know what to do with it. It seems like it's only a small portion of a much larger one, she said, talking about the piece of the dhal in her hand. Do you still have it with you? He asked, his voice carrying an odd, sharp edge. I nodded. Here, I said, holding it out. Nana reached for it, but something about the way he grabbed it felt wrong. His movements were too fast and too forceful. His fingers curled around the shield in a way that made my skin prickle, and for the briefest moment, a cold flicker passed over his face, vanishing just as quickly as it had come. A shiver crawled down my spine. I'm just going to skip a little bit and come towards the climax, as I call it. I stood there staring into his eyes, cold fear settling into my bones. In that moment, I knew I wasn't standing in front of my Nana. A dark mist started to seep up from Nana, or whatever it was. It grew, swirling into a huge, looming monster. The creature stood tall, its form twisting and shifting like smoke. I knew I was standing in front of the great Shirar.
Thank you very much, Sania, for that reading. And I noticed you have some very special shoes that inspired by some symbolism, maybe?
Yeah, so I have a fashion designer friend, Nosheen. She's actually from KPK. And just before I flew from Dubai to Karachi, she supplied me with the shoes. You can see there's Energy Warrior logo on the shoe as well, with Swarovski crystals as well. And her brand is Novak. So give her a huge shout out to her story.
Fantastic.
And Novak.
Whoa.
Blessed am I to have friends like that.
Thank you very much, Sania, for being here, part of the 16th Karachi Literature Festival. On behalf of the festival and Oxford University Press, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Karam. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.